everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jacqueline, and today I'm going to be doing like a mini review for the book Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. If you don't know, I am starting a little series called Boozing with the Bookaholic because this is my second glass of wine, and I just felt that this book really needed like some of my honest opinions. So this is definitely going to be a rave review because I literally loved this book so much. If you hear any whining, it's my dog in the background. He literally has separation anxiety and he wants to be over here with me. Today we're going to be talking about the book Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I have never read a book by Penelope Douglas. This was recommended in one of Gabby's videos from Gabby Reads, and she just literally had this as like her #1 favorite romance book. And I mostly read Colleen Hoover romance books, but I have dabbled in a few other ones before. I read Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, and that one was pretty good. But then I also read The Hating Game, and I really didn't like it. So I didn't know what to expect going into this one, especially since this is more like a 50 Shades of Grey type of book. I really, I literally loved this book. It is definitely one of my favorite books of all time now, and I am so incredibly excited. I can't wait to read more by Penelope. I loved every single second of it. There wasn't anything that I disliked. I read it in almost a whole entire day. Like, I just could not stop reading. It was so hot. It was so wonderful. And Pike Lawson is now my all-time favorite book boyfriend. Like, I need him in my life right now. I am so jealous of the female character Jordan because I just want him. Like, I want him. So this book is about this girl named Jordan who is dating this boy named Cole, and I believe they're both 19 years old. They are having a lot of like money problems and, you know, just problems in general being that young and not being able to pay the bills and not having a good job and their car breaking down and all that kind of stuff. You know, that's kind of like, I don't know, that part is kind of the normal in like a romance book. Like, obviously teenagers are known for not really being able to do anything in life properly or, you know, pay their bills and all that kind of stuff. So that was a little cliche just because I wasn't that type of teenager. So when I just see that all books are that way, like, I just wish that people didn't think that all 19-year-olds have to be that way. Jordan meets this guy named Pike who is 38 years old, so significantly older than her. And she kind of like starts developing a little bit of feelings for him. Comes to find out that it is Cole's dad. So it is her boyfriend's father. Yeah. That's what I thought too. Literally, that whole like synopsis, that's why I wanted to read this book. Like, I wanted to read it just because of this whole like taboo romance type of situation. I have never read a book that had that type of like taboo romance. And now having read this, I think that that needs to be like a priority on my list, is to make sure that romances are like taboo in order for me to like them. They either need to be like super emotional like Colleen Hoover's, or they need to be taboo romances. Like, I think those are the two romances that I like really like. Anyway, so yeah, Jordan starts liking her boyfriend's dad, Pike, and let me just tell you, like, he is literally a catch. Oh my gosh, like, the way this book was written, I'm so glad that I was home alone by myself because, oh my gosh, like, these scenes, and the thing is like, it's like a slow burning romance. So like the first 60% of the book, because I was reading this on Kindle, like the first 60% of the book is literally just like being teased. Like, you are literally being teased as a reader, and it is just so crazy because I feel like when I read thrillers, it's either they're too slow in the beginning. Like, there's not really a tease in thrillers. It's like, you're either too slow and I don't like you, or you're fast and I like you the whole entire book. But with romances, this slow burning romance thing was getting me going. Like, it was pretty hot. Loved it so much. So you get to like 60% of the book. Finally, things are happening. Finally. Could not wait for that part. And I was very pleasantly, like, I was actually very, very happy with the ending. I'm not gonna go into any spoilers or anything, but I felt like the ending was very appropriate for the book. And because we're talking about this right now, like, let's just sit and think about this. 19-year-old and 38-year-old. Would you do it? Like, let me know in the comments if you legitimately, like, fell in love with a 38-year-old. Let's just say we're all 19 right now. So let's say we're the 19-year-old girl, we're Jordan, and you meet a fabulous guy. Like, it's not like this 38-year-old was like a deadbeat guy. Like, this guy had a wonderful house, great job, great personality. Like, he was a little feisty, but like, I like that in a guy. So like, literally such a sweetheart, like, loved him so much. And just think about it, like, if you were 19 and you had the choice of that 38-year-old guy, would you do it? Would you date him? Would you? Would you only like mess around to, like, I don't know, have fun? Or would you actually want something more serious? It even talks about in the book, like, how taboo that is. Like, obviously Pike and his friends, you know, they're all 38 years old or so. A lot of them already have families. You know, they kind of warn him and they're like, you know, dude, this is just like a phase that you're going through. Like, obviously, yes, like, the 19-year-old is hot, it's fun, it's cool right now, but like, think about it, when you're like 50 and she's only 30, you know, people look down on that type of stuff, you know, all these kind of scenarios. It really all depends. Like, a lot of times, like, when the guy being older, it's fine, but it seems like the cutoff is usually like a 10-year difference. So like, you'll have like a 19-year-old and then like almost, you know, like a 29-year-old or something like that. But what are your thoughts? Like, definitely let me know down in the comments, because I would love to hear your thoughts. If you were in this situation and you were 19 years old and you fell in love with a 38-year-old, like, would you actually, like, would you run away? Would you like be like, nope, that's not gonna end well? Or would you be like, you know what? Who cares what everyone thinks? I'm gonna pursue this. This is actually gonna be like an actual thing. Anyway, so kind of, this was a review. I gave it 5 stars. Like, I literally love this book, but I also like thought about this whole perspective that they brought up in the book about how like taboo that seems to people, how other people probably wouldn't like pursue that type of thing just because it's looked down on in society. So I wanted to hear your thoughts, because for me, if I was in that position, if I was 19 and I found a guy that was like 38, I'm married right now, and actually he's 3 years younger, so this doesn't apply to me at the moment. But if the guy was amazing like Pike is in the book, I would definitely pursue that. Like, I wouldn't care what other people would think. I actually, that's right up my alley. Like, yeah, hey, I actually would have like loved that, being 19 and like finding a 38-year-old that was like, you know, great, good job, good house, swimming pool in the backyard, cooking food all the time. Like, who wouldn't want that? But I just wanted to hear your thoughts. So this has been a wonderful review chat. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this on my channel, because I'm also drinking wine right now, because why not when we're talking about this book? But I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone.